we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that we saw at CES. I'm joined by a bunch of the editors with Endeavor Business Media at different publications, and we're going to highlight some of the neat things we've seen at the show.
I went to CES and I wanted to talk about one thing I thought was really startling that really stood out to me. I went to go visit Ambarella, and they had a security section, and in it they had a display showing 25 different video streams, 1080p video streams. You could right then and there search for anything in those video streams, and I saw briefly a blue face on one of the screens, and I said, okay. You type into their prompt in an additional screen, I guess the 26th screen, and you ask it. I asked it, say, show me a blue face, and then within a few seconds, it found that one part of the video, and it told me which screen it was in, and it pointed out to me. It was amazing, and if you imagine you have 25 streams going at any time, you can ask it to find whatever it is you want in your video. I believe Ambarella called it their multi-stream decoding with VLMs, which is a video language model that they were using. I believe the model was called the LLAVA Lava, and it was on their Cooper Max development kit. And it was running on one of Ambarella's multi-core PCs. At first, it was about yay big. The whole computer was about that big. But then when they added in the whole AI aspect of searching the videos, it was mind-blowing that you can do so much with so little. This is all AI running locally on that little computer that's about this big. It is outstanding. And I was just thinking, like, that could apply to anything in the near future. I mean, you could take all of your videos, and if you're just looking for something that happened on that one day, that one place, and you could just search for it and you can find it. It's going to have usability, next level usability in searching out our videos, our history, and definitely for Ambarella's security department, that's going to be a huge deal. Just like a step over from their 25 video stream was another one where they had even longer videos, and you're able to find specific aspects. It's the same concept. You search for a specific thing you want to find in the video, and you could just search it out, and it would actually go to that one place in the video and show it to you. So quite amazing.
The most interesting thing I saw at CES this year was from Occutrax. It is a VR, AR, XR type headset, and they had a couple of them of different designs. The first one was the Digiloop. It's designed for surgeons. And what happens is, typically when you're doing surgery, you're going to want to look down at what you're working on. Problem is, if you're going to be doing that for 6 or 7 hours, that can really take a toll on your neck and your back and so on. What this does is it will actually let you adjust the imaging system so that it is looking down while you're looking straight ahead. In addition, it can provide magnification and zoom in and out as depending upon what you're working on. Now, the neat thing about this is that in addition to being able to look straight ahead while you're working, it's going to be tracking what you're looking at and how your head is moving, and you could actually project other things to your left, right, above, in front of you. For example, the current blood pressure of your patient could be displayed. You could easily see that. The nice thing about this is if everybody's wearing one of these headsets, they're going to be able to access all of that information as well, and you don't have to worry about where it's placed in the actual operating room. One of the other things you might put up there, how the operation should progress as you're going along. So the other one is called OcuLens, and it's the same general idea, but this one's designed to help patients with advanced macular degeneration. It allows them to essentially see better and focus what they're going to be looking at in areas that they can actually see. Both are actually in development at this point, but I'm really hoping that these come to fruition because they can help a lot of people.
My name is Paul Rothman. I'm the editor-in-chief of Security Business Magazine and an editor at securityinfowatch.com, fresh off of CES, and I wanted to talk to you about Asahi Kasei Micro Devices, which unveiled a sensor technology based on millimeter wave that really caught my eye at the show. Millimeter wave is a technology that you might remember or be familiar with at the airport when you have to go through those big scanners and hold your hand up like this and something comes around like that and actually scans your body for foreign objects and things that you might be sneaking onto an airplane or past security at the airport. Well, those are very expensive and bulky technologies, but millimeter wave has come a long way since then, thanks to the advances in semiconductor technology, making some of the components so small and so easy to make that millimeter wave has become more ubiquitous and easier to incorporate into a lot of different technologies, including sensors small enough to fit in someone's home. Also, 5G deployment is another reason that a lot of money has been poured into millimeter wave because it is part of the 5G technology. And a result of that is this new millimeter wave radar that basically it basically enables contactless monitoring for aging in place. So basically, they could put this sensor up in the corner and monitor an entire room for fall detection, or basically just monitor the movements of people without using a camera and without using expensive technology like LiDAR. And so it's making age tech, more accessible, more reliable. And AKM, which is Asahi Kasei Micro Devices, showed me a very interesting demo of their small millimeter wave device as it detected a fall in a room, which you could see, as it on this video. Really interesting stuff, and the possibilities here with millimeter wave are just endless. So many different things that you can do with this for access control reasons, for visitor management, for a lot of different technologies, especially in the security space, where the decreased cost of millimeter wave has definitely paved the way for its increased adoption in a variety of applications. Age Tech being the first, and many more to come. Take a look at all of our CES coverage at securityinfowatch.com/CES, or visit us on YouTube. Just search for securityinfowatch.com. You'll find 19 different videos from the show and a lot of cool stuff beyond this millimeter wave device. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Rod Sutton, editor of Construction Equipment, reporting on John Deere's second generation autonomy software. The John Deere 460 Articulated Dump Truck, or ADT, is a development model introduced to construction editors prior to the company's official announcement at CES 2025. Hosted by Deere's subsidiary Blue River Technology on its proving grounds outside of San Jose, California, the demonstration also included autonomous agriculture and lawn care equipment. Blue River developed this generation of autonomy technology to be retrofit on machines already in the field, making it possible for fleets to use the technology without having to buy a new machine. The linchpin of the generational advance is in the application of the stereo cameras. Blue River replaced dual cameras with an array of cameras that create a halo around the cab of the machine. That array is a system of 16 different cameras that provide triple overlay. The 460 ADT is Deere's first attempt at fielding an autonomous piece of construction equipment, and it chose the enclosed environment of quarries. In this application, trucks move from a loading zone to a processing zone along a set road. This unchanging route is perfect for an autonomous application. The technology and software are all part of Deere's current technology stack that has been deployed on its ag equipment. These onboard components, perception, navigation, vehicle controls, are paired with Deere's Operations Center. The site manager uploads a map of the quarry site into the Operations Center that defines the route of the truck along with the load and dump points. Deere officials emphasize that the ADT is a development machine and would not identify a release date for the retrofit hardware. It did say that retrofits would be done by Deere dealers.
Thanks for joining us. Check out the articles and videos on our various websites about some of the other things we've seen at CES.